In September of 2021, SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk criticized President Joe Biden at the Code Conference in Beverly Hills, California, for not inviting Tesla to a White House summit on electric vehicles. He then went on to poke holes in the paper bag regulations of the SEC. So, just like Let's Go Brandon is a worldwide hit, here's adding on to that compilation as we reveal why Joe Biden hates Elon Musk. Give credit where credit is due. In mid-September, Elon Musk mocked President Biden after SpaceX completed its first all-civilian mission. Although Elon Musk has said he'd rather stay out of politics, he felt that President Biden should have mentioned SpaceX for its historical first civilian mission to orbit success. It took place on the social networking platform Twitter, where one of Elon Musk's 60 million followers asked the following: "The President of the United States has refused to even acknowledge the 4 newest American astronauts who helped raise hundreds of millions of dollars for St. Jude. What's your theory on why that is?" And without skipping a beat, Musk replied, "He's still sleeping." This remark in itself is enough to have Joe Biden and his administrative handlers frustrated because former POTUS Donald Trump coined the term Sleepy Joe in a jab at Biden's apparent cognitive decline. But why not take a comedic shot at Joe Biden? SpaceX had just safely returned its Crew Dragon spacecraft from orbit. The capsule carried the 4 members of the Inspiration 4 mission back to Earth after 3 days in space. As for the side goal of the Inspiration 4 mission, that was also successful, as they raised $160.2 million for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. The goal was to reach $200 million. So, in celebration after Inspiration 4 splashed back down to Earth, Musk pledged to contribute $50 million personally. This extra $50 million raised the campaign's total to $210 million. Proper respect was shown from fans and mega rivals the same. Top NASA officials quickly congratulated Musk and SpaceX on the Inspiration 4 mission. Surprisingly, SpaceX competitors acknowledged the Inspiration 4 mission as well, with accolades from Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and Blue Origin. And to the ultimate shock, even Jeff Bezos, the #1 rival of Elon Musk and SpaceX, sent his applause and salute to the extraordinary accomplishment. Aside from it being the first private SpaceX spaceflight with a non-professional crew, other reasons the Inspiration 4 mission is so significant are as follows. Number 1, the mission involved the first black woman to serve as a spacecraft pilot. Number 2, this flight goes down in history with the youngest American to become an astronaut to date. And finally, number 3, the Inspiration 4 also marked the first person to fly in space with a prosthesis. Biden's administration and political party as a whole claim to be the champion of human rights, civil rights, social justice, BLM, the handicapped, and the young. So why didn't the White House give credit where credit was due? So, even though Musk stated that he prefers to distance himself from the political scene, his quip indicated a willingness to needle the Democrat president and repeat a famous right-wing taunt about Biden coined from MAGA's Don Trump. Even after the election, Don Trump found angles to poke fun at Sleepy Joe Biden. In June, Trump sent Biden sarcastic well wishes ahead of a summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The email statement read, "Good luck to Biden in dealing with President Putin. Don't fall asleep during the meeting, and please give him my warmest regards." Who doesn't have beef with Biden? If you've been keeping up with Elon Musk, you'd recall that SpaceX generally enjoys a good relationship with the federal government. You'll remember that SpaceX won a $2.89 billion contract to build NASA's next crewed lunar lander. This contract was also sought after by Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin and Ledo subsidiary Dynetics. Since then, SpaceX has flown 10 astronauts to the ISS for NASA. Since their conception, Elon Musk has been concurrently running SpaceX and Tesla. As a matter of fact, Tesla is a supplier to SpaceX. In that capacity, he recently bemoaned a Biden administration proposal that would allocate an extra $4,500 in incentives to buyers of certain new electric, light-duty passenger vehicles. One stipulation of the proposal is that the electric vehicle should be union-made domestically. Elon Musk was able to publicly make a statement about the White House proposed regulations and stipulations via Twitter in September. He wrote, This is written by Ford UAW lobbyists as they make their electric car in Mexico. Not obvious how this serves American taxpayers. Elon Musk's equilibrium. At the Code conference in Beverly Hills in his speech, Elon Musk again criticized Joe Biden, deeming his administration biased against Tesla and saying it appears to be controlled by unions. CEO Elon Musk is normally able to find a productive equilibrium with socialism-guided government. So, during his speech, he repeated several of his prior taunts against the collective of federal financial regulators at the Securities and Exchange Commission. Elon drove the point home regarding his support for cryptocurrency and nuclear energy. He also maintained that equilibrium and said he is still optimistic about Tesla and tech in China, despite the Chinese Communist Party's recent crackdown and control of cryptocurrency. During the month of the Virgos, Code conference host and Recode editor Kara Swisher asked Musk to explain some of his tweets where he rebuked Biden. Musk sighed, then replied, "You know, Biden held this EV summit, didn't invite Tesla, invited GM, Ford, Chrysler, and UAW. An EV summit on the White House? Didn't mention Tesla once, and praised GM and Ford for leading the EV revolution. Does this sound maybe a little biased or something? And you know, it's not the friendliest administration. Seems to be controlled by unions, as far as I can tell." Swisher then proceeded and asked him if he was waiting to get former President Donald Trump back, or to be president himself. He replied in the negative for both questions. But regardless of Elon Musk's efforts to maintain his equipoised stature, the system keeps throwing daggers at him. Taxation is theft. Just about 4 years ago, the SEC sued Tesla and Musk for securities fraud after Elon Musk told folks on Twitter that he was considering taking Tesla private for $420 per share and had funding secured. When the dust settled, Musk and Tesla each ended up paying a $20 million fine to the feds, and Musk relinquished his role as chairman of the board at Tesla shortly after. Then, Musk agreed to have his tweets reviewed by a compliance officer at Tesla before he posts them, to double-check if these tweets contain any top-secret Tesla material. And even though his tweet cost him millions, when asked about the SEC, Elon Musk replied, "What does that stand for again? I know the middle word is Elons, but I can't remember the other two words." This sarcasm came at the expense of the SEC, as they seem to also be biased against Elon's interests. Speaking of attacks from the federal government, just this year, Bloomberg reported that Musk is currently the wealthiest person in the world. And even though Elon Musk's companies have received a good deal of government contracts and subsidies, Elon Musk has avoided paying some taxes personally in the US through creative accounting practices and loopholes. If Elon Musk was in the big club, he'd be exempted. But, like you and I, Elon Musk is an outsider, similar to Donald J. Trump. So in 2018, the investigative news site ProPublica reported on Musk's tax bill as part of a massive analysis of the billionaire's finances. They found that Musk's income tax bill amounted to zero in 2018. Musk quickly retaliated at the report, calling it tricky and misleading. He went on to explain that the number was so low because he does not draw a salary, so his cash compensation is basically zero. It was then disclosed that Musk borrows money against stock options that vest over time instead. He's not in the club. Since he's not in the club, eventually Elon Musk's Great Balance Act will heavily tilt, and Elon will have to make a choice. On the main front of attack, they're targeting his currency. The collective authorities from China to America are cracking down on decentralized cryptocurrency, where Elon Musk holds $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. So, we're sure to see more spears thrown at Elon Musk for nonconformity, and sure to see Elon Musk chuck rocks right back at them. These are just some of the reasons Joe Biden and his constituents hate Elon Musk. Leave your comments down below, and we'll see you in the next shocking video.